everybody, how are you? It's Sari here outside in Melbourne, and yes, it is September, and here in Melbourne or Australia it's spring, so spring has sprung for us. If you are watching from the Northern Hemisphere, you'll also be going through a change of season. I believe you call it fall. So I just thought I'd do a quick weekly reading for us so that we can manifest something new into our new season. So we can start the season off with a spring or with a reflective understanding of what we're going through at the moment. So I'm going to pull out 4 cards for us to help us this week. And with this spread, it's going to be more accurate and helpful for you. If you think of something that you've either been putting off, or that thing you just can't get off the ground, something you've been procrastinating about, or a problem that you've been trying to solve but it just you haven't found a solution for it yet, you know, that thing that's really bugging you. Let's do a weekly reading for that to help us to clear it at the start of the month now. So the first card is going to be about what we can do to look at the thing that we're going through in a new way. So looking at the foundation of what that thing is. The second card will be the blind spot or the obstacle that's stopping us from moving forward. The third card is going to be our inspiration, how to overcome these obstacles. And the fourth card will be divine inspiration, so divine intervention trying to help us. So God, Jesus, whoever it is that guides you, source that guides you, that will be a message coming from Spirit to help us. Okay, so let's have a look at what it is that that thing that is stopping us from moving forward. So this week it's really about looking at this thing in a new way. So it's calling us to really call in for support. You see how we've got these 3 wands or poles here. We've had 2 firmly grounded and we're holding on to one, and that's our support. So perhaps this thing is not going to move, or you can't move forward from this thing on your own. So it's calling us to get some support, some ask for some help. And that could be, if it's something that you sort of don't want to openly admit, then ask for guidance. And you have got the guidance here today in the 4th card. So just to kind of being honest about where you are with things, and that you can't actually move forward on your own. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's really good to get the support from others, because they can provide new opportunities, they can open up doors for us, they can provide a new perception for us. So opening support systems for us is going to be really helpful to move forward for this week for us. The second card is, look at this. This is what's keeping us stuck. This is what's holding us back. Some of us are thinking about it too much. You see all those swords and that person in bed? Well, they're not having a good night's sleep, are they? So if you are experiencing restlessness and lack of sleep and a bit of insomnia, or some of us may be actually in a state where we're pretty broken, pretty confronted by this thing that's hovering over our heads. So the obstacle is something that we need to also admit to move forward, and that's going to help us to ask for support. When you're feeling like this, you need somebody, yeah? You need the support, you need that, and so it isn't such a bad thing. So some of us need to put our egos aside and our pride aside, that we can do this on our own, we can get through it on our own, and just ask for that help. That's going to really help us. And if we don't, we're going to stay stuck in this feeling. Some of us are going to stay stuck in this feeling of helplessness, overwhelmed, and not moving forward, and not sleeping well, which isn't a good thing. So the way that we can get through and look for the inspiration is to reach out to people. If you are involved with a charity, or you've wanted to get involved with a charity, do so, because there might be people in those charities that are very supportive and that will inspire you to take action and move forward from this thing. It may also help you to receive the support that you need. Some of you may need financial support, others may need emotional or spiritual support. So reaching out to a charity that you've been putting off is going to be quite helpful to you, whether it's you accepting from that charity or whether it's you giving to that charity. You'll know which side of the coin, excuse my pun, that you're on to receive that support and to give support as well. So that's going to be our inspiration and looking at that. Some of us who are seeing the devastation of the hurricane Harvey, you may be seeing and being inspired by those people who are helping each other and supporting each other, and charities that are, chipping in a lot of money and giving support even to all of those animals who are stranded. So there might be something in that that's going to inspire you. There's something about a charity this week that is going to help us to shift and move through that. And what is our divine stop me in my tracks, look at that. This is our divine intervention. How clearer could it be? This Archangel. For me, this is Archangel Gabriel. And so, excuse me, I'm outside and you could probably hear my dogs playing. If you can hear growling, that's just my dogs. So this is our angel coming to help us. So this could be Jesus or God for you, depending on what your beliefs are. This could be your higher self, your angelic self, your angels, your guardians, even some of you who have people who have passed over. They're coming to help you. They're all here to support you. So the message that they're giving at the moment that I can hear is rest at ease. This help is here. Everything you need is here. All you need to do is ask. All you need to do is reach out, because sometimes God doesn't know how to help you unless you let him know. You tell him how. You got to let him know how he's going to help you so that he can. And you're going to have a much more deep and more spiritual relationship with divine and with God when you do this, because you'll feel their presence. So you're connecting spiritually, but you also will have your feet on the ground as well, so that you are grounded. You're not floating up in the clouds of, divine intervention. Yeah, you got one foot on the ground. You're being really realistic about it as well, and that's something that is really important to do, not to get too heady and into the idea of what we think God is or the way that God will help us. Just to allow him to come through in whatever way he knows how to help us. All we need to do is ask for that help. So that is our reading for the week. I hope that this new season brings with it for you inspiration, and that your wishes do come through, and that thing is cleared and passes while you're on this spiritual journey. All right, until Wednesday, I'll see you again. Have a great week. See you soon. Bye. Mwah.